Alright, you might be hearing chickens behind me, and you might hear the whimpering of whom I refer to as the crying pit bull in the background. But we're doing another Foundations conversion. We're going to cover the Ancestor Dragon. This should be coming at you the day after Christmas. Uh, to which, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all of you, every all in one. Now, despite the holiday season, we're still getting screwed by Wizards of the Coast. I know. It sucks. They don't deserve your money. Come throw some shade with me instead. We're going to play a game where your Shade Mage becomes your Magic the Gathering deck on the tabletop, and we're going to explore new worlds, craft unique spells, and conquer the realms together. Join us today. We're going to be starting up a new campaign where you will be able to throw some shade at the players through a Cash App donation. That's going to be fun. Like the video, even if you actually kind of don't. Yeah, yeah, you can hear my children now. That's yes. I'm recording this on a Monday, so y'all will be getting this one, I believe, on a Thursday. And so, without any further ado, uh, the Ancestor Dragon. The Ancestor Dragon is uh, of the Purity Dominion. It's a white card. It has flight, and it has the ability to, whenever one or more creatures you control attack, you gain one life for each attacking creature. Now, as most of you have already seen, these are not one for one conversions. I'm not going to be able to take that second ability and translate it into a role playing game without it being ridiculously OP. So we're not going to do that. We're going to say what we have to make it make sense, is my phrase for this. So this is your translation. Ancient Dragon is a divine sacred dragon, and because the law of common multiplier, again, we have to make sure that this is the same power level, because the Shades of Dominion is its own thing, and it has to have a continuum, a shared story, as it were. So the converted mana cost will go from a 6 to an 18. That is a massive difference. You don't want to be fighting this thing. It will deal +5 power for each attack, which means it will be dealing 6 damage per attack. Now, that's a lot of damage. That's actually a lot of damage. It has 11 toughness. It's quite beefy. You will have to do significant damage just to wound this thing. So I'll get to that when I get down to the wounds. So it's going to be dealing 6 damage. Now it has flight, meaning it's going to fly everywhere. You're going to need a special ability to hit this thing, and it distributes blessing runes with each attack. Every time the ancient dragon attacks, it distributes 5 blessing runes among its allies, meaning it makes them harder to hit. Not only does it makes them harder to hit, it makes them, and it gives them a buff to their attacks. So, yeah, you're getting screwed both ways there when it comes to blessing runes. Blessing runes you don't want to mess with unless you're the one giving them. Wounds, it has 12. What are wounds? Basically, wounds are the things that happen when you go through a creature's toughness. So, if you've done 11 damage to this thing, it will lose 1 wound. And no, no, this is not Warhammer 40k or the Warhammer game where, oh yes, you've gone through my toughness, which means you'll deal all of your damage to wounds. No. This is Shades of Dominion, which is a derivative or a translation from the card game. Meaning, if you go through something's wounds or something's toughness, it gets wounded and it exhausts, meaning that all other damage has just been negated. Unless you have Cleave. If you have Cleave, you'll deal damage through the next wound's toughness. So toughness is the thing you have to go through for each wound. That's important. It has 6 protection points. It's a scaly dragon. It's going to be protected. And for each skill check, it's going to each skill check is going to be plus 18, meaning it's probably going to beat your roll. It's probably going to be landing that 6 damage each time. So you don't want to be fighting the ancient dragon. Ancestor dragon, ancient dragon. This is the translation. This is what it looks like. And I'm I love this game. I really do. The distributing 5 blessing runes among its allies, that is by far the best representation of the whenever one or more creatures attack, you gain life for each attacking creature. This is by far the best translation for that ability. Because blessing runes, you don't want to mess with those. Like a blessing rune is a buff. So if you have a blessing rune on you, not only do you get that buff in combat, you also have that much damage prevented in combat. So blessing runes are something you want on your side. It's not something you want on the other side. So um, yeah, I would not want this shade thrown on me in my game. That would suck. Yeah. So this is the translation from Ancestor Dragon to the Ancient Dragon, the Divine Sacred Dragon. I hope this found you well. Again, let me know if my audio is still crap, and if you would like to see any card translated from Magic the Gathering to the Shades of Dominion, comment it below. I look forward to doing those. Thank you very much. Bye bye.